You ready for this dig a hole, though?
I'm ready for this dig a hole, man. It's a good one, too.
All right, man. So,
bald head, scallywag.
Ain't got no hair in the back. Dig a hole and bury your motherfucking self. We live in America in 2017, and I think the race climate might be very at the highest it's been in a very, very long time. We all know what Colin Kaepernick is doing to voice himself as far as his idea of protesting systematic oppression. So, like I said last week during the dig a hole, everybody, when shit like this happens, everybody from athletes and entertainers and politicians always have something to say about what the other guy is doing. In comes George Foreman. Y'all know George Foreman, one of the greatest boxers to ever strap him up. He's a fucking coon. I'm going to tell you why Mr. Foreman is a coon. Foreman said of Colin Kaepernick and Kevin Durant, Foreman says, I love the United States, and they, Durant and Kaepernick, haven't been brought up with people who were patriotic to even point them in the right direction.
What does that even mean?
Weren't even patriotic enough to point them in the right direction. Okay, so if I'm brought up military style, let's say my dad is a military man, and I'm brought up that way, right? And I see injustices that doesn't represent what I think America is, and I take a knee to that. Am I still wrong, even though I was brought up with military experience or in a military home? I don't think so. Martin Luther King said it best, people. An injustice anywhere is an injustice everywhere. Can I get an A, damn man?
Amen.
Mr. Foreman, it doesn't matter if they were brought up by people who could point them in the right military direction. I actually don't even know what the fuck Kevin Durant got to do with this shit.
Kevin Durant's not going to the White House.
What the fuck that got to do with the flag? Because I want to go to a bitch house? Anyway, Mr. Foreman, people can have their stances on what they choose to. You're a Trump supporter anyway, so nobody really likes you for that fact alone. I wish the ghost of Muhammad Ali would come back and knock some fucking sense into your ass, because that's what you need, bro. Don't matter what their upbringing was or who they had somebody to point them in a military direction. It sounds like to me, if they were brought up, in your opinion, if they were brought up in a military direction, they would be brainwashed into thinking everything that they say the flag stands for is what's happening in reality. And if you take a look the fuck outside, we all know that's not the truth. Mr. Foreman, what Colin Kaepernick is doing and what's happened to him since he's taken this stance is the reason why he took a knee in the first place. What don't these people understand? And people always defend the flag. I don't think anybody joins the military and goes, you know what? I love that flag. I'm going to join the army because that flag looks so good. It's a beautiful flag. Nobody's thinking about that fucking flag. No. If the flag is so important, why is it only honored at sporting events? And why the national anthem is only sang at sporting events? It's not incorporated in your daily life. Nothing that you do in your life has anything to do with the national anthem or the American flag. You join the army and you become militant and you join these infantries for your own reasons. Somebody you probably knew was harmed or hurt some kind of way in 9/11. Your dad was a military man. It's in your family. You're the fourth generation Navy SEAL. It's things like that, I think, that drive people into the military and not just signing up for the flag. But the flag doesn't represent the same America that you think it is. Everybody has their own experiences in this country and what those laws and bylaws mean from this flag. George Foreman, you got to dig a hole and bury your motherfucking self, man, because with or without military direction, if there's an injustice, people want to stand up for it and speak for it. They have that right to, i.e., what the American flag actually represents. Dig a hole and bury yourself.
Did you say the ghost of Muhammad Ali needs to come back?
I did.
Knock this